That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large. This is...
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There will be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
I heard the Starskiff connections are being reinstated. The people stranded at the Alchemy Commission should all be able to leave soon.
You haven't been back home for a long time, have you, Master Danheng? As home draws nearer, so our feelings grow stronger. I can see it in your eyes. Do you want to leave? Then do it now. The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I have somewhere else to be. I've tarried here too long.
Where are you going?
I'm a traveling merchant. I have one more deal to see through.
Thanks to those heroes, I managed to pull through. Could those guests of the General be the Galaxy Rangers of old?
Those travelers defeated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Won't that make us seem incompetent? I need to find a way to make this report sound more impressive.
Good news from the front lines. The disciples over at Eve Mist Mansion have been defeated.
Seems this road is guarded by the Cloud Knights. I need to find another way.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights have the area locked down. It's not safe. Please, remain here for now. We will send someone to escort you back once the operation is over. You must be talking about the General's guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. That's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve Mist Mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon. Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor, I assume? I heard that's the work of those sorcerers. Still, I can't say too much. Military secrecy.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but when? How did the others get drawn into all this?
Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me. Never mind. Too many misfortunes recently. I can hardly think straight.
The Master must have failed to summon the protection of Sanctus Medicus. Her will must have wavered. Just you wait. I'll show you the blessing of Sanctus Medicus.
What's up? Go? Go where? The Lafu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax. When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
The Master was defeated? No, no, that cannot be!
This will strengthen our position.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you. I need to be careful. If I alert the Knights, they might take an interest in me.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain... You...
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Shenzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Videodora go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice! I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me!
I've no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison!
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Fail to send you.
Oh, Grace.
Surrender!
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
Punish evil!
Fail to send you.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Don't.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
I failed. This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
Qing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Law Fu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Phantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting. As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme, but you cannot hide fire with paper.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! I wish not to use the strength.
This is our chance.
How about this?
Conflict is pitiless.
With me out here, how can we lose? Try that again!
I sense a storm. I wish not to use this strength.
A foregone conclusion.
I told ya I could fight. You can't run! Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
What about this? Rules are made to be broken!
The times are changed beyond recognition. The heavens surge. Cloud-bearing dragon, rise! The heavens surge. Celestial dragon, break!
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this! You can't run! Try that again!
Let's make it quick.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Cloud-bearing dragon, rise!
A foregone conclusion. Time for the master stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word.
Show no mercy!
What about this?
The heavens surge. Celestial dragon, break!
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
You can't run! My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present!
The heavens surge. Cloud-bearing dragon, rise!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Rules are made to be broken!
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Heng? You are Don Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Heng?
Thank you, Don Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the Senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor, To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Videodora statue.
It looks so much like Don Heng. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Heng's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Heng? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Videodora have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you, and it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express? Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Don Heng.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Don Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Heng, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
撕裂星海前方，万军雷霆的巨响，摇撼星魂激荡，惊涛骇浪，守候，鲜血滚烫，淬炼出张牙锋芒。我以生命希望，在领域重任之上。
The annals mention that Scale Gorge Waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan, General, are you planning to face Pantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty.
Cloud Knights, attention!
After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
Use Scale Gorge Waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talons, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.